Hi, and welcome to
Dr. Mix! Yes! Dr. Mix! It's me!
Today we're gonna play with pitch shifters. Oh yeah, baby. We're gonna talk about pitch shifters.
So I have been using pitch shifters for a long time. They are extremely interesting and extremely useful, not to mention a lot of fun. Today's video is brought to you by zPlane, the makers of Elastique Pitch V2. Let me show it to you right now. This is a real-time pitch shifting plugin of very high quality. You have a very simple control, which means on this axis you have the pitch and on this you have the formant. And I should add, while this is a lot of fun to play with in real time, it is better suited for recorded material, as I will show later in the video.
So this is my normal voice, but I can pitch it up, and go high and very high. And you will notice how the quality hasn't degraded. And you can do the same going down. Now you also have more controls like the formant. So my voice
Slowly becomes childish, I would say. Because the formant,
It changes the shape of your throat, if you will.
so you can go from a very small throat, sounding like a mouse,
all the way down to very big throat. So the combination of these two elements basically allows you to shape the pitch and the formant of any sound, really. As I'm about to demonstrate, I still want to have a little bit of fun. Let's do a monster.
I am a scary monster. Come here, I'm gonna give you a lesson.
You can imagine for sound design, just using a microphone, how fun this can be. But with Elastique Pitch V2, you can do much more.
Like, for example, introduce a feedback.
So if I push it up,
Maybe I'll put the formant just in the middle.
Or go down.
Another interesting feature is the freeze.
Check out.
But listen, let me show you what a high quality pitch shifter like this can do. Let me use it on my Rhodes. I'm gonna hit record here. So let's slam some elastic power to this. By the way, if you recognize the name Elastic Pro, it's because this very algorithm made by zPlane is used by very famous DAWs like Cubase, Ableton Live, FL Studio. This is an industry standard. So the first thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set dry wet to 50% so that I can listen to the dry signal and the pitched signal. I'm gonna unlink the two axes and go. So Like this, I'm getting a fantastic chorus effect. Without it, with it. Alright, let's try just with the formant. So if this is set to 0, and now we move this around. This is to determine the amount of formant, I think. Yeah, it changes the tone of it. Put it back to 0. So sweet. One more time. All right. Let's try with this. So now we are at an octave. So the original is this. Check out how clean this is, and I'm going out of focus all the time, am I not? Sorry, I apologize. So you see, this is the higher octave, and you can mix the two of them. See what happens if I add a little bit of feedback. Maybe I can push this down a bit. Let's see what happens. Do you know what? I think that this is a great idea, because if I use it like at a 7, at +7, this means that I have a fifth. If I play something like this, let me try. Record. Now this should be quite interesting. So let's listen to what happens when we place a nice fifth on top of it. What we want to do is we want to link it now. Right? And then we blend both of them. That's super cool. Let me try below. Straight octave. You see what I mean by phase coherence? The sound is actually an exact shift of the original, and it doesn't feel like it's unnatural, and that's why this plugin is very special. Let's see what happens if I go up, for example, but then I introduce a little bit of feedback. It's cool, isn't it? Let's try it on bass. So I'm gonna first play it low so that we can pitch it up, and then I'm gonna play it high so that we can pitch it down. Yeah! And now let me play it high. Alright, so let's pitch it up by 1 octave and let's use half dry wet. Right? And now let's go to the higher part and let's pitch it down by 1 octave now. Add a bit of delay. What an incredible sound! I think that you should definitely go and check the link in the description for a zPlane Elastique Pitch V2. I really love you guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video. It would be great if you could subscribe to this channel by hitting the subscribe button. Yes. And hitting that bell. Yes. That's awesome. Fantastic. Thank you so much, zPlane. I really appreciate a good plugin. Stay safe, love one another, be happy, safe, inspired. Dr. Mix.